In the morning I had to go to work early, and after I took a shower I woke up Daisy and Bryce. And I hugged them and told them to have a good time and leave all the worries here behind and take good care of each other and enjoy the trip. Did some cleaning in the house, and I thought, shall I make up their room? But I thought, oh well, I have 4 weeks for that. And then I worked for a few hours, and my husband called and he said I dropped him off at the airport. And as Daisy was afraid to fly, she said, I'm afraid. And Rob said, oh well, don't bother. I've flown so many times. It's always okay. His father is originally from Indonesia. And Bryce wanted to show Daisy Bali. And then I went back to work and drove with a colleague of mine to another place to have a barbecue. A colleague watched at me and he said, I've got your daughter on the phone. And I got scared. I think, oh my God. Maybe the children crashed, or maybe my husband had a heart attack. It must be one of those things. And my husband shouted and he said, you have to come home. Bryce and Daisy were shot down. They crashed. I could only say, I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Wait till I come home. I was just doing like this. Can't be true, can't be true. How can this happen? How can this happen? I couldn't believe it. Those were given to me by Bryce. He knew I loved Buddhas, small ones. And this one I got from Bryce and Daisy on Mother's Day the year before. So many things that have a meaning or a memory. This one was given to us by the football club Bryce was playing for. And Bryce was working as a cook for a company at parties, and Daisy was working as a waitress also at parties. And she went to school. She wanted to become a teacher. And she was very good with kids. I look at it briefly and then I look away. I'm wondering myself, how can somebody who is trained to work with a book make such a big mistake? I can't understand. That's what I want to know. Why? Was it really a mistake? Did they think it was a military plane? I find it very hard to believe, because those people who work with the book are very well trained people. I blame Ukraine for not closing the airspace, and I'm blaming Russia for the whole thing going on in Ukraine. You know, from Bryce and Daisy were small pieces found of their bodies. We had a small coffin like this big in the heart shape, and that contained all of their remains from both. The day for Daisy and the B for Bryce. They always hang around my neck. And I had their names also tattooed on my arm. It's Daisy's handwriting, and it's a little bit of the ashes in it. So they're always close to me. Yeah, that's the way they left it behind. You know, hurry, hurry, packing things for holiday. And I left it just the way it was. And these came back from Ukraine. This was Daisy's bag. She took with her in the plane. You see, it came back. The bag came back, but the money was gone. And chargers from the phones were in the bag. And when the children come back, totally burned. Nothing left of them, and then this comes back like it comes from the shop. Sometimes I come here and talk to them, cuddle with the clothes. And sometimes I think it's not true that they come back. But that one day I wake up and they're in the bed again. It's a paradise to him, with a waterfall, the jungle. Yeah, that's the only drawing. Oh, here's some more. And Bryce and Daisy both loved flowers. Flowers and nature. I'm different, yes. It's like I'm living in another world. Okay, we go on holiday someday, sometimes, but it's not important anymore. The most important thing in life is that your family is there and they're all alive and they're all healthy, and that was like that until the 14th of July 2014, 17th of July. I don't have a lot of anger, only when people lie. And the only thing I want is clarity and what happened and why. And I don't want people to lie. Just take responsibility. Some people made mistakes. We need to know the truth.